We're sitting here with Abhay Mutalik Desai, who is a farmer in Karnataka in the south of India, and we're just asking him now, could he please express his experience of Homa results that he's experienced here on his farm. Thank you.
Okay, I am Abhay Mutalik Desai from Karnataka State, District Belgaum. The name of this place is Sutgatti. Now I introduce myself as basically I am a chemical engineer and doing non-chemical agriculture. This is my background. First I started organic farming in 15 acres initially since 94, and Homa Organic farming in all the 50 acres which I have since 99. Now the crops grown here is main crop is sugarcane. Now I am growing vanilla, coffee, pepper, areca nut, coconut. Then I am also growing all the food crops like cereals, pulses, oil seeds, then aromatic plants, then medicinal plants like coleus, and now very recently I also gone for the horticulture crops like sapota, then custard apple, then natural color, that is Bixa aurelina, and timber crop also, that is of teak, acacia mangium, soap nut. So you can say I am growing from the basic food crops to timber to aromatic products to medicinal plants and spices. So most all of the types of crops range which we have, I have covered them. Now the experience which I would be telling you is, when I started, I did not start Homa organic farming just because if I had any problem in organic farming initially. Though that time I did it because it was linked with nature, helping the nature, and I accepted because when I was told it is for all, anyone can do it, it is for everyone, it is going to benefit everyone. That was the basic thing I could say why I accepted it. Though I knew the science about it, because I started practicing Agnihotra at home in Belgaum city, and I used to get the ash here to treat the seeds, to spray on the plants, and I had got very good results. Even I was planting banana, I was planting this sugarcane with the Agnihotra ash. But when I was told in 99 there is a science where we use 10 pyramids and it is called Homa farming, using the Homa Therapy where you practice Agnihotra at sunrise and sunset and 4 hours Trambaka home every day. And the area it covers is on 100 acres. Though I have 50 acres, even the neighboring 50 acres will be benefited by this. So when I thought it is going to help even my neighbors, I thought I should go for this. And I started without putting any questions to the volunteers and to Sri Gurudev, whom we call is Vasant Paranjepe, who had come here with his volunteers from Germany and Austria. And we started it. It was on 2000. I remember it was when whole people were enjoying the new millennium, the New Year day, and I was performing my first Homa here. So that the day started, and we did it very sincerely because we are doing it because I am basically a science man. I believe it because it was a science, not to do anything blind faith or anything of that sort. So we started, and I started. First reaction was I started studying them, the influence of Homa on the people, on the laborers who were there with me. The first impression I got was they started thinking positive, and particularly I tried it with an alcoholic. I made him to start to do the Homa, and it had a very good influence on him. Without my any suggestions, he stopped consuming alcohol. But there was a different type of experience I had with another couple who were possessed of all negative things in them. And when we started this Homa in this environment, they could not live in this. Literally, they left the place. Even so, both sides, some people left the place and some people changed. So that was the experience on the human beings I saw. Then regarding the crops, normally we used to do composting for the vanilla in the month of March. Now when I was doing this Homa since January, I thought of not putting any compost to the plants and just wanted to study how it is going to influence in the flowering of the plants. And surprisingly, without any compost, I got about 70,000 flowers in about 2,000 plants. It was just a fourth year, and it was a very good crop, I could say. And another very important thing happened was I had got my first produce of vanilla. It was in the third year I had got the first produce, and I started processing in the Homa environment. The processing was started just in December, and it continued to be processed till April. So the whole processing was carried out in this Homa environment, and it was my first processing experience. I had no much experience regarding processing, though a lot of things were secret, but still I continued to do it here. And surprisingly, when I sent the sample to the Spice Board of India, it's a laboratory in Cochin of South India, I had the best results. That is the vanillin content, which is the main important ingredient in vanilla beans. I had the highest. Before that, Spice Board themselves, with all the facilities, with all the technique, with all the knowledge, with all the scientists involved in that, had done processing, and they had got result like 2.56% and 2.7% vanillin in their cured beans. And here I was doing for the first time with no much experience in the processing, and with the whatever produce I had when they were tested, it was the highest. I had got 2.91%, and till then it was the highest in India. It was so thrilling for all of us. This is about vanilla. Another very important thing we observed was we had planted banana, and we were told that it has done fantastically in Peru in curing this problem of black segotoca. So one of my plant was affected with that, and when I had shown, before these people came, when I had shown that to a horticulturist, he had told that to remove it and burn it, otherwise the whole farm, which was about 2 acres banana, it is going to be affected by that. So as soon as I came to know about all the things of the Peru and the results they had achieved there, so I thought now this is a time for me to experiment on this. So I told to anyone that I am not going to remove this infected plant. We are going to see only how the Homa works on that. Even in case if I was ready to take the risk that even the whole 2 acres get infected and I lose all the yield. I did not mind, because I wanted to try it. See, it is very simple. I started Homa really to have an experiment scientifically done and to observe whether it is true or false, because I had decided, and my father, if it worked, we will be speaking about Homa farming till our last breath, and if it doesn't work, we will never speak about it. This was the type of oath we had taken regarding Homa farming. So wonderfully, we had the photograph taken in somewhere in January, the infected plant, and the same photograph was taken again in April. So just after 3 months, that fungal disease disappeared. We were every day, even whoever the volunteers who used to accompany here in our Homa farm, Homa practice, we were telling them, this is the patient, we have to stand in front of it, pray for it get cured, and we were putting our daily ash, which we used to get from our daily Agni Hotra and Trembokom, to that plant. So it worked wonderfully, and the whole thing not only cured, it flowered, and we also got the produce from that plant. So these are such wonderful, simple things.